There it is. Okay, now we're back. Okay, we're back. Okay, it should be okay. We're back for part two. We had to delete the other stream. Unfortunately, we had a disgusting pedophile liberal do what he had to do on the stream. So we
Yeah,
should be okay now.
doing stupid
Shannon
shit.
says we can walk the broadwalk. I would love that. That would be nice. That'd be nice.
Well, anyway, like we were saying in the previous stream before we had to delete it, that I watched the parade. It was lackluster, unfortunately. Um, there should have been thousands and thousands of tanks and hundreds of thousands of troops marching down the street, and there was not. It was somewhat embarrassing. You know, when you have a military parade, the purpose of the military parade is to show strength, and this did not, sadly. And it was, when I mean, anybody can go get a video of one of Russia's parades or one of China's parades and go watch it. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of tanks, mobile missile defense systems, half tracks, um, personnel vehicles, and then tens of thousands of troops all marching in lockstep, going down the road. And so this was pretty much embarrassing, I'm afraid. I hope we don't get laughed at by Putin and Xi Jinping for this, because this pales in comparison to any of the parades that they've held. Not even close. Not even close. The parade we just had, which by the way was interrupted by a country and western concert, what the hell, was extremely embarrassing, and I don't know. I just don't know what to say about it. I mean, I really don't. I really don't know what to say. In fact, I'm going to get rid of it. There we go. It was very embarrassing, and you know, I don't know what to say about it other than what's done is done. You know, but this parade should have been 10 times the size that it is, and it was not. And so, oh well. And I'm an army puke, okay, and so this was just as much for me as it was any other military person, army person in particular. But it was just very embarrassing, in my opinion. Now there may be other people that have got to see it live at the location and say that it's better than but what I saw on the cameras wasn't much to speak of. I mean, they showed shots going all the way back to the Capitol, and it was hardly nothing there, hardly nothing. And then, like I said, they stopped. They swore in some new recruits. President Trump swore in some new recruits into the army, which I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, how often do you get a chance to be sworn in by the president of the United States? Okay, so that was pretty fucking cool, I gotta say. But then after that, they broke into a country western concert. What the hell? I don't understand. It's supposed to be a parade. It's supposed to show our strength. And and like I was saying earlier, before the idiot come in and caused us to shut down the other stream. We had USO shows back in my day. They would come down, they would get off the helicopter, they'd set up their equipment, and we'd have a concert, and it was a lot of fun. Admittedly, it was great. And then they get on the helicopter and they're gone.
They're
Okay,
gone.
but there was a strong separation between the USO concert we got and our military parades. Our military parades were one focus only: show strength. And then we'd have the USO
Why
thing.
don't you come on down, Shannon? Over to come on down to New Jersey, and I'll show you a parade.
Come on down to my boat, baby. Come on down, we'll sail away. Hey, Bumette, how you doing?
What's going on, Bumette?
Trump has purposely avoided making the parade look like a Russian or a China. A lot of the vehicles also didn't have guns on them. Yeah, I noticed. Well, like I said, it's embarrassing. It's. I mean, I like, they talked about some history. Yeah, they did. They talked about some history, and that was pretty cool. I already knew it, but it was pretty cool. But, again, what is the purpose of a military parade? It's to show strength. And this was just, I don't know. I don't know, man. It was a lot smaller than I was expecting. That's for damn sure. I was expecting row after row after row of tanks and Bradley fighting vehicles and mobile defense units such as the Patriot system, such as mobile ICBMs, such as AWACS, such as um, uh, FLIRs, such as various other systems. This one guy is out there with a drone in his hand. What? What? I,
I
I don't
Shannon,
know.
I am nice.
It was.
I am nice, Shannon. I treat you good.
I don't know. I don't know what to call this, but it was just. I don't know. I
And like I
did.
said in the other stream before we were deleted, it's pathetic.
It was pretty pathetic. Yeah. I felt very embarrassed by it. Because I got a funny feeling that Putin and Xi Jinping are going to look at this parade and I'm going to say, "What the fuck is this?" I mean, they're literally going to say that. That's literally going to come out of their mouth. What the fuck is this? Go watch a Chinese parade. Go watch a Russian parade. There's thousands of fucking tanks, thousands and thousands and thousands of men, all in lockstep, all going down the fucking center roadway and shit. I don't understand. I really don't understand. I'm embarrassed. You know, this is embarrassing for me as an army puke. Very embarrassing. But oh well. Oh man, shit. I just,
it's like I said, Americana is dead, Vaughn. It's
yeah,
fucking.
yeah. It's really
It's Imagine if Kamala Harris was president. What type of parade would we have
well, like
then?
like I said, if Kamala
It'd
was
be men
president or
holding
Biden,
dil. It'd be transgenders holding dildos walking down a road.
it'd be a gay parade. Yeah, it'd be a
It'd be
gay
a gay
parade.
parade. Yeah, it'd be
It'd be a
gay
gay
pride
parade
parade.
if there was a parade at all. It would be a gay parade.
It would
But
be
I
a
mean,
gay pride parade. Yeah.
yeah. But the thing of it is, they wouldn't have even had a parade for the army. The army would have probably just had a private little get together or something over at Fort Bragg or something, and that would have been the end of it. But yeah, this was nowhere near what I was expecting. Not even close. Not even close to what I was expecting. But oh well. Oh
What's the
well.
comment saying? What's going on? Read what's going.
It was 250th anniversary of the U.S. Trump wanted the parade to celebrate our country's history. And I said, no, no, it's the 250th anniversary of the United States Army. 250th anniversary of the country as a whole doesn't happen until July 4th. Okay. We're still a month out before we get there. Okay. This is only June, not July. So no, this was the birthday of the United States Army. 250 years of the United States Army, and so this was all Army. No Marines, no Navy, no Coast Guard. This was strictly Army, and we should have shown immense strength in this, and I just don't believe we did. I don't believe we did, and that's sad, man. That's just fucking sad. My opinion. My opinion. Your opinion may vary, but as ex-army, um, obviously, I think I have a right to say what I believe about this, which is, um,
That's right. You're ex-army.
yes, this was just as much my parade as it was anybody else, and that's what I'm saying.
That's right. You're ex-army. I forgot about that.
That's correct. That's correct. And so, in fact, some of the people that were using the armored cars in the parade, you notice they had a yellow patch on their arm that had a diagonal black line with a horse head on it. That's my unit. That is my unit. My unit was literally there, and so that kind of was like a. It was
That's
kind of
pretty.
like,
That's pretty fucking cool, man. That's pretty awesome.
yeah, it was. That was one of the few shining points of the thing was, the fact that my unit was there. But I mean, still though,
Oh, it's so
uh,
much better outside now that the sun went away, Vaughn. It's
yeah,
so much nicer outside.
yeah. The sun finally decided.
I got a nice fucking cool breeze on my balls. It feels good.
Yeah, there you go. Oh,
Oh man,
you're
all I need now is fucking I got the cold air. I
I,
got the
I,
cold
did,
air blowing on me. Now I need
I,
Shannon keeping me warm.
I did not need the mental image of you being naked from the waist down, John. I didn't
Oh,
need
I'm
that.
sorry.
I did not need that. Thank you though, but
I
I didn't.
apologize. Well, just picture Shannon naked. That will make you better.
Are you sure about that? I don't know.
We got someone called Todd. Todd, if that's really you, give me the finger. I can't let people on with the fucking penis swinging with the fucking
Yeah,
dreads.
yeah. We already
Todd, if
have
that's really
people
you,
at work.
give me the finger, Todd.
Yeah, Todd. Vaughn, did you go to any bicentennial celebrations? Well, of course I did. Of course I did.
Shannon, come on in. Come on in, Shannon. I want to
Uh,
talk to Shannon. I want to talk to you today. Come on in.
maybe most of the parade was stealth. I don't. I don't know. I mean, um,
Shannon, come on in for 5 minutes. Just come in for five
will the
minutes.
aliens always be your friends? Well, I hope so. I mean, why would they not be my friends? I haven't done anything to piss them off, as far as I know. I haven't done anything to piss off the ETs, as far as I know. As far as I know, they're still my
Yeah,
friends.
you cam up. I want to see you today. I want to see your sexy face. Come on up.
Make sure it's her first.
Yeah, I know.
Um, we showed immense honor and tradition. Well, that's true. That's true. But I mean, still, I don't know. I think it should have been easily should have been 10
Vaughn
times.
doesn't answer question. He only talks. Well, if you donate $5 to the Cash App, he'll answer any
Yeah,
question you got.
yeah. Donate some money to my Cash App and see how I respond.
Yeah.
Hello, this is not rocket science. You know,
This shit's not for free, fuckers.
donate, man. Find out. Donate. Fuck. You know, donate and find out, dude. Shit.
Yeah, fuck. Instead of fuck around and find out, it's donate and find
Yeah,
out.
donate and find out this time. This go around, donate and find out. I mean, damn.
And we have 31 viewers. If all 30 viewers donated $5, $10, we would be all right, you know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
of course, you're.
I'd keep solvent, for the month. Everything would be fine for the month. You know, this is not hard to figure out, man. I mean, like I said, y'all gave $750 to TJ. You gave $909.11 to Drunken Peasants, and you gave over $1,000 to Ernie Chrysler. But you can't slip me a few bucks.
Ugh, Ernie Chrysler. Ugh.
Why? Why can't you do that? I don't understand. And what did these clowns ever do for you? Did they try to help you? Did they try to give you truth? Did they try to tell you things that will help
They
you in
did
your actual
shit.
life? No, no, they didn't. All they did was talk shit about me, G-Man, Shannon and Rev, and John,
Me, Brett Keane.
Brett Keane, and others. Well, How does that help you? How does that benefit your life? Oh, wait, it doesn't. Things that benefit your life is like me saying, "Hey, by the way, I ran."
Oh, thanks a lot, bum man. I gotta save all the money I can so I don't end up homeless in the car. Oh, really fucking nice, Shannon. I mean, real
Yeah,
fucking nice, bum man. Real fucking sweet of you.
I need
Bum
all the
man, I
money
should
I can
fucking bend you over and
save.
fuck you right in the asshole for
Don't
that one.
want to end up homeless, living in my car. Yeah, we are the friendlier and moral army than the commies. Well, I mean, it's nice to be, it's nice to be friendly. It's nice to be, you know, keeping that high moral ground. No question. But at the same time, you don't want to look weak in front of your enemies. Okay. You don't think other countries are going to be watching for this parade to see how it turns out? Of course they are. Of course they are.
Oh man, I got the nice breeze coming in, Vaughn. Now.
Well, that
Oh
sounds good,
fuck,
John. I
nice.
wish I had a nice breeze, man.
Open the fucking window. It's
I got
beautiful out.
I can't open the fucking windows. They won't open. I wish
Kick
they
the
would.
fucking shit out. I would just fucking. They're throwing you out anyway. Just fucking.
Yes, I actually had somebody else tell me the same thing. Smash a window.
Anyway, just fucking break them open, man.
Smash a window. Well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, then if I get a window air conditioner, then I can't put the window air conditioner in. So,
Yeah. Shit, you make it sound you're gonna keep. You make it sound like it's your property. You're gonna destroy it. And you're fucking throwing you
well,
out.
if I win the lottery, it will be my property again
Oh
because I'm
yeah.
gonna pay them off.
That's. I hope so, Vaughn. So
I'm gonna
bad.
pay them off. I'm gonna go get Bubby out of the pound and put
And I'll
everything
drive
back
my
together.
ass down to Kentucky. And me and Vaughn talked about this. If Vaughn wins the lotto, the way you know he won the lotto, you never see us again. We made a pledge never to go on the internet ever again.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you won't see us on social media. Let's put it that way.
Well, at least
I
Shannon.
mean, I'm
All
still gonna
right, Shannon. Let me see. Let me whip your tits out so I know it's you.
I'm still gonna do my mods, of course, but I ain't gonna do no social media.
Shannon, flash me. Just know if it's really you, Shannon. Let me see them. Let me see the puppies. All right, Shannon. That's probably not Shannon then. Shannon would show me the puppies if it was her.
Right.
Your windows won't open. Yeah, they're closed shut like Bumette's asshole.
Damn, John. Fuck.
You don't want to see my face. Shannon, you just said you would come on camera, and now you're saying you're not going to come on camera. So I know this is a fake. This is a fake account.
That's got to be a fake account. Yeah.
Definitely a fake account.
Bum it.
Yeah, the scumbag money backers. They put the dog in the pound. The fucking cocksuckers. Yeah, that's not Shannon. That's a fake account. It says Von Helton or YouTube channel. It's a fake Von Helton YouTube channel.
Yeah. No, my windows will not open. They're either nailed shut, glued shut, or they're just so fucking old that they're stuck, rusted shut. You laugh, Vaughn, but it is not funny. What is not funny? What is not funny? Yeah, they put my dog in the pound. I didn't
It's
start
sick.
it.
And they were almost killed Sharpie.
Yeah, and they did kill
They
Floppy.
almost shot and they shot the gun and almost killed Sharpie.
And they did kill Floppy. They run him over with a 4-wheeler.
Oh, they run. Oh, fuck me,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Floppy got run over by a 4-wheeler. Sure
Oh,
did.
is that my girl Shannon? Give me a flash. Flash me real quick. Oh, there she is. What's going on, Shannon?
You're muted.
Yeah, I'm muted.
What's up?
What's up?
Happening?
What's happening, man?
Nothing much.
Oh, that's good.
So what brings you around? Oh, it's still daylight where you are, so you're on the West Coast then.
Yeah, you must be on the West Coast because it ain't daylight here. It is not daylight here, not at all.
Ooh, we almost got
Nobody
an
knows where
upshot.
I am.
Ooh, what do we got? What you gonna show us the stink? You gonna show us the muff?
God damn, you're embarrassing my ass, and I grew up on the fucking
Ooh, nice.
Thank you for.
I wasn't gonna come on camera because I look terrible, but hello.
That's all right. You don't
I
look
know
terrible.
women
Why you
always
talk
say
like
they look
that for?
terrible. That's women always say that. Oh, I look so terrible. My hair looks awful, and I'm like, and I look at it and say, "There's nothing wrong with your hair. What are you talking about?" But that women always say that shit.
I don't know why. Yeah, women talk like that. Yeah.
Women always talk like that. They always say that, and I'm like, "There's nothing wrong with your hair. What are you doing?"
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
So when are you coming back out to Jersey?
Not for a while.
All right, you
No.
promise? Yeah, I'm your first one you call. All right.
Yes, promise.
Okay. No
All right, I'm
problem.
gonna jump off.
What do you got on your fingers? What happened here? What's this green
Yeah,
stuff?
what's that on your fingers? Oh,
What is
some
it? Tattoos? You got
are they
tattoos?
real or fake?
They're real.
They're real.
Yep.
God damn, that wasn't painful, was it?
Yeah, it was painful.
I was
Well,
gonna say.
what's the meaning of these tattoos? What's the purpose?
It's a lotus and just like a flower petal, and then some just some designs. You know.
I guess if you're fingering yourself, it looks like a flower going in and out of a
John,
flower. I guess.
stop! Why are you gonna do that stuff
Well, you
and
got well,
ruin
okay.
everything?
Now, let me. All right, as the pagan in the room, let me address this. You've got to be very careful what symbols you use because if you don't know what that symbol means and you got it stuck on you permanently, you could be in some hot water. You know, it pays to know what symbols mean before you make a tattoo out of it or before you put it in your home. I always Here's what I always do, and this is something I always do. If I get something that I'm not that totally aware of, I leave it out on the porch. I leave it out on the porch, and then I'll bless it, and then I'll go on the computer, and before I bring it in the house, I go on the computer, I check out on the computer, I bless the thing, I put a binding spell on it, whatever I fucking need to do to make sure it ain't got
You
no
gotta
nasty
fucking
stuff. Yeah,
neutralize the
you
energy,
don't want you
negative
don't want no
energies.
nasties
Yeah.
coming in your house. And then if it checks out, then I bring it on in, and everything's cool. But always check because you know we're in an age where
You don't know what
you
you're
don't know
bringing
what the
in the
fuck's going to
house.
get
Yeah.
thrown at you. That's right. You don't know what the fuck's going to get thrown at
All
you.
right, Shannon. Thank you for coming out and chit chatting.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for the nice upshot we got in the beginning there. That was very
Yeah,
cute.
there you go. That's right. But anyways, yeah, but yeah, seriously, I mean, I leave it outside. I put a binding spell
You
on
gotta
it.
come. You gotta
And
come back a little bit more, Shannon. Come on, when you got more free time, come on in.
Well, John is being nice. What he's trying to do, he's trying to de-troll Shannon, and I don't think that ever work. But
D troll.
he's hopefully optimistic that he can remove the troll out of Shannon and have her be a normal person again. I don't think
Yeah,
that's
I don't know.
possible.
I don't have that much faith, but
I don't think that's possible. But hey, I mean, Mark is no longer a troll, so I mean, there's hope. Hope springs eternal. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, like I said, leave it outside.
listen. Sometimes
Doesn't-
fucking you should talking to a woman about her mouth is a good way to get a date. Listen, these women are fucking the way they talk. They're fucking worse than men.
Dude, the women are worse
The
than us
women are
guys
worse than men.
are.
You ever watch the movie Sex in the City?
Yeah, go
With the
watch Sex
fucking
in the City. That's a good
the
example.
four Jew bag women talking about how they suck and fuck and get their assholes blown out by shots of dicks and
Yeah,
all types of filth. I mean, women are fucking disgusting, man.
women are worse than the guys are.
Yeah,
It's
they're
just that they
worse.
don't, it's just that they don't make it as publicly known as us guys do. But they're worse than we are. A
They're
lot worse.
worse than the men.
Yeah, they're worse than the men. See,
Yeah,
unlike us
it was good
guys,
to see you too, Shannon. Next time, show off the muff a little bit more. Yeah.
us guys, okay, us guys, when we do our thing, we have to chill out for a while and recharge, right? Women don't. Women can just go and go and go and
Yeah.
go and go and go and go and go and go. They don't stop.
That show, Sex in the City, I was watching one episode with the one girl. She was talking about sucking 5, 6 guys
Yeah,
off in one day. Man,
yeah,
they're fucking sick.
they're
How
crazy.
much money did Rosie pay? How much money did you raise to pay your bills? Well, it's up to you.
Nothing,
Hey, you know what,
not a
David? Hey,
thing.
David. Hey, David. Why don't you fucking donate to the Cash App,
Yeah,
huh,
donate,
David?
man, donate. Donate a little bit. Donate a little bit. You
But
can
Matt
give
wants
them.
to know what's a Shotza. Well, you're German. You should know what a Shotza is.
If you're German, you should know what a Schwarz is. I would
Yeah,
hope.
come on. Come on. You don't know what a
I would
Shotza
hope
is.
you would know what a Schwarz is.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Come on,
Yeah,
Arnold
try
Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenegger. Right.
It's in the
That should
name.
clue you in. That should clue you in. Of course, actually, though, John, Arnold Schwarzenegger is Austrian, not German. But
Well,
still,
Austrians are Germans.
eh,
They're
That's
Germans. Yeah, of
debatable.
course they are.
That's
They're
debatable.
the
That's
Underreich. That you have the Kaiser Reich, which is the proper Germany proper, and then you have the Underreich, which is the lower realm of Germany. They are the low. They're the lower realm.
well,
All right, Todd's here. Oh no, that's not Todd. It's a fake Todd.
that's a fake Todd.
It's a
Okay,
fake Todd. Yeah,
fake Todd.
it's a fake Todd because he's not as fat as he used to be. It's an old video.
He's not as fat as he used to be. And now
Yeah.
supposedly Todd did lose weight.
Oh,
Wait a minute, I think that was.
got him. Got him. He thought he could whip out the dick. I got him.
Oh, he thought he could whip it out. Yeah,
Yeah, he's showing the video of the
yeah.
fucking
Excuse me while I
guy
whip this out.
stroking it.
Excuse me while I whip this out. All right. Well, yep. He didn't. He didn't do it. Yeah. Too bad. So sad. Too
It's
bad.
not an A at the end. It's an E at the end. It's an E at the E makes the schwa makes it makes an A sound.
Yeah.
It's not an A at the end of the word. It's an E. Yeah, there you go, Vaughn.
Yeehaw.
You're not worried about the Bills. Well, you know what? I'm not worried about booting you out right out of the fucking room, you big bitch.
Yep.
Um,
How much money did you raise? Not one
I
dime.
don't know. I think Shannon. I don't know. I think if I take. I think if
Yeah,
Todd
but ain't
comes
she
up,
got
I'll come back
ain't
up.
Shannon? Yeah, but
Oh, Shannon says she'll come back up if Todd comes up. Well, Todd, get your ass in here so Shannon comes back. I want to see that
yeah,
muff again. I want to see that
Todd ain't
pussy.
coming. Todd ain't coming.
Todd's too busy
I
working
said I sent
for
the link to
$50 an hour
Cisco.
at Auto Center.
I sent the link to Cisco. I don't think he's coming either. Or he'd be here by now, surely. And
And don't call me Shirley.
by the way, never call me Shirley. But yeah, I
Shannon,
think.
you don't want to come back up for just for me, baby? Come on, come up, but just for me, baby.
Shit. It's still daylight where she is, man. That should tell you something. That should tell you she's on the West Coast because ain't no way it's daylight anywhere but the West
Or
Coast.
she's at least central. She might be
'Cause it's 9 o'clock.
mountain.
It's 9 o'clock, which means everything is dark except the extreme West Coast.
I'm using icy hot for my sciatica on my leg so I can go to work tonight. I'm 62. I'm a loser at 62 and I still work. What a concept. Well, David, not everyone can be a big fat fucking sack of shit like you. Any word for Salamanca? Her name is Salamantu, you fucking dum
Well,
dum.
they don't know. They don't fucking know. But anyway, no.
Actually, you know what? Salamantu actually gave me a call the other day.
Oh, she did call you? Oh, okay.
Jews and Muslims haven't done anything. Give me the finger or something, so I can dock you up. If you don't give me the finger, then I'm not gonna bring you up, man.
That's right.
Who is this? Jews and Muslims haven't done anything. I don't know who you are.
That's right. You need to
Uh,
know who you are.
you got to know who you are. She might be in Japan. Oh, good. She might be in Japan. Yeah.
Who's in Japan?
Are you cheating, John? Well, everyone knows that Salamantu is my one true love, and I'm waiting for Salamantu. But in the meantime, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm lonely in the meantime. I mean, fuck, Shannon, if you want to
That's
come
right.
over and marry me, I don't fucking
And
mind.
and he is not married yet, so he's a free moral agent.
I
I
don't
need to
know.
find me some.
Is Salamantu gonna get her fucking act together and decide to make the right
I
choice?
need to find me somebody.
You know what, Vaughn? I have this one girl from Africa telling me, I got a phone call. I was telling you a little bit about it. This girl from Nigeria calls me up and tells me that she sucks the best dick in town and she wants to marry me. And I'm like, holy shit. And I said, well, let me see the work you can do. And she fucking whipped out a cucumber, and she fucking deep throat the cucumber. I saw the fucking bulge in her neck. I was like, holy shit. So you want me to call her up for you, Vaughn? You want me to get
No,
her
that
out for you? Oh,
no. I don't want to get anything else that I might regret. So no, I'm good, man. I'm good. I am good. I don't want to get no additional baggage.
okay, so I'm home. I will say I'm homeless by choice. I choose to be homeless. because I want to save. I want to save some money. I want to save money on rent so I can buy a house. I want to be able to. I have to look. Listen,
Ah,
right? I have to buy my Salamanca, right? In Africa, you buy the women. So Salamanca says if I want to marry her, I have to save money, move, go to Sierra Leone, and I'm gonna have to give her father a couple of $1,000s for her, and that's gonna be pricey. You know what I mean?
yep, it's called a dowry. So
Dowry. Well,
you
in the
trolls
modern
believe it.
yeah, in the modern day, we call them just buying the person. You know, the Africans like to sell other Africans and then blame the white man.
Right.
Um, I mean, that's really what it comes down
Yeah,
to.
that is.
Black people selling other black people and blaming the white man for it. You know,
DC is making a Mr. Miracle show from comics writer Tom King, and they've already unveiled. Oh, wow, really? Mr. Miracle? Supreme Court rules 9-0 on anti discrimination law.
Cisco, is that you? Give me the finger. I don't, if that's not the real
9 to
Cisco.
0.
What did they do? 9-0 for what?
Anti discrimination law.
Oh, about white people?
No, probably about Jews.
Oh. Well, you can't make fun. It's against the law to make fun of Jews. You go to prison.
The Supreme Court recently issued a 9-0 ruling allowing Ohioan Marlene Ames to pursue her claims of workplace discrimination based on her heterosexuality.
Oh,
Oh,
I heard about this. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I heard about
This
this.
lady, okay, for those of you that didn't hear about this, this is actually a good story. For those of you who didn't know, this woman was a heterosexual, a normal female, and she was discriminated against for being a heterosexual female. And she took it all the way to the goddamn Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court gave her a nine
And
to
she
zero win,
and she's fucking won 9-0.
and she's
Holy
won nine
shit.
to zero, 9-0, folks. That's fucking awesome. So, you guys that want to bash heterosexuals, be on notice. The Supreme Court just gave this chick 9-0 ruling, man. She won in a landslide. So, yeah, that heterosexuals rule, motherfuckers. So it was great. This is great. This is an actual feel good story, for a change. Not very often do we get good stories out of the media, but this is a good story.
Oh, we got Blue in the room. Oh, Blue, you're a fucking
Why is
loser,
Blue in the
Blue.
fucking room? Why is he?
Let me remove him.
Why is he here?
Because I have to have it open. I can't if I have the guests have to log in, then you can't log in. I have to
The
be able
one, the
to
one, dude. Once I'm in here, you can block that
put the
shit.
put the block this shit. Okay.
Yeah, once I'm in here, you can turn that shit back
All
on.
right, I'm putting the shit back
Put it
on.
back on. If once I'm in here, you can turn that shit back on.
All right, I put the shit back on.
Yeah, because I'm here, man.
Try to find a woman with money so you can live up. That's not what I said, you fucking sack of shit. No, she's gonna live off of me. I have to give her money that she made.
No,
That's how it
he has.
works.
That's how it works over there. You have to pay a dowry. Don't you know how to use Google? Google what a dowry is, man. You got to pay a dowry to get a woman in all these other countries. Okay, you can't just walk up and say, "I'm going to marry you." You have to pay a dowry. Google it, for fuck's sake. Google what a dowry is.
Did you have to pay a dowry for Andrea?
No, but now like these Vietnamese girlfriends I had, I would have to pay a dowry. Sure would.
How much did they want?
Oh fuck, I don't know. I never got that far.
Oh.
The stupid website that we were using refused to let us share personal information, so it never went anywhere.
Ah, okay, okay.
See, the dating website, and that's another thing too. Since we're on the subject, these dating websites now, they don't want you to meet in real life, because if you meet in
They
real
want you to
life,
stay on the website and spend the money there. That's what they want.
exactly, they want you to stay on the
They want
website
you to
and
have
spend the money
all the
there.
fucking money there.
And
Oh.
so they will not give you your each other's personal information so that you can meet in real life and get married and have kids. They want you on their website so that you got to keep paying that money, because they lose money if you all meet in real life. And so these dating websites now are a joke. They're an absolute joke. I met Andrea on SinglesNet, and we were able to exchange personal information, and then she came up here, and the rest is history. We can't do that no more. You cannot do that no more. They want you to just, and they'll even tell you that by you talking to them, even just texting them on their website constitutes a date. Well,
Oh,
see,
really?
in my opinion, that does not constitute a date. What
That's
constitutes a
not a
date?
fucking date. What the
No,
fuck is
no,
that
that's not a
shit?
date. That's a text message. But they
That's
call
a
it a date.
fucking text message.
They
Exactly.
call it a date, though. They will call it a date, and they will charge you for it. And
I
if
gotta. You know what, Vaughn? I'm sorry, but I have to fucking take a shit really
you go
bad.
take a shit, I ain't
I
stopping.
think I might have to go behind this truck here
We'll
and
go
just.
behind the truck or something because, I can just bring me up full, and I'll keep them entertained while you go take a
All
shit.
right, you can if you keep the people
You
entertained.
you got toilet paper? All right. Anyway, but yeah, the dating websites are a joke now because they won't let you exchange personal information and actually meet in real life. They want you on their website spending money. Because if you're spending money, they're happy. If you don't spend money, they're not happy. And so they know that if you and these women meet in real life, you'll never be on their website again. And they don't want that. They want you spending money. So they don't give out the personal information. I was with these Vietnamese girls, I don't know, at least a couple years, talking to them back and forth, even on live video, talking to them. And, more than enough. I spent more than enough money on that website to where that, we should have been able to, I should have been allowed to have their personal information. Well, I contacted the website, and the website refused to give me their contact information. But get this, they refused to give them my contact information too, because Mia, the one that really, really, really was interested in me, and the one that I had a hard crush on, she asked the website, said, "Hey, I want to marry this man. I want to meet him in real life. I'm ready to meet this man." And no, the website refused to give her my personal information. Okay, so these websites are a honeypot. They're a trap, a Venus flytrap. Okay, you get drawn in and then you get caught, and you got to keep spending money, and you'll never meet this person in real life ever. It's a joke. It's a trap. Admiral Akbar in Star Wars. It's a trap. Well, this time it is, because you never meet them. Because I spent more than enough money on this website to have met these Vietnamese girls in real life, but nope, no sharing of personal information. They refused. So that should tell you all you need to know. So if you're going to go to a dating website thinking you're going to meet somebody in real life, you better guess again, because you're not going to meet no one in real life. It's a honey pot. It's just a way for them to make money off of you, and that's all it is. That's all it is. It's not real, and I defy anyone to say different. Now, years ago, you could go to like eHarmony or Plenty of Fish or some place like that, and you could meet someone. SinglesNet, which is where I met Andrea, and you could actually exchange information and meet the person in real life. You can't do that no more though. That was years ago. That ship has sailed. There is no doing it anymore. Now a date is you texting one of their women on their website. That's a date now. Okay, which is a joke because that's not a date. That's texting, which is not a date. Not in my opinion anyway. They call it a date, but it's not a date. So yeah, it's a joke. Dating websites are a joke. No, the three Vietnamese women were actual females because I met them. I did live shows with them. I actually met them, on video, talked to them and everything on video. Their English wasn't so good, but that's okay. I don't mind. But no, I met the three Vietnamese girls that I was interested in were real because I met them live and talked to them, you know, and every one of them was cute as a button as far as I'm concerned. But it was very upsetting because the website would not allow us to exchange information. And Mia was just, I mean, she was crushed. She was absolutely crushed because she was ready to rock and roll. She said, I'm ready to hook up with you. I'm ready to come to America and all that. And I said, you got your passport ready and plane ticket? And she says, I'm ready to go. I got everything ready. I've been waiting for this. I've, finally found somebody that loves me for me, which I did. And she's like, and then so she contacts the website. Website says, nope, not getting his information. Sorry. It's like, damn. That's fucked up, man. That's some fucked up shit. They sure did. They sure did. I forget which website it was. But yeah, I mean, she was crushed, man. She was totally crushed by that. But what are you going to do? I mean, if they refuse to give it, they refuse to give it, right? Nothing else you can do about it. Why don't any of you two ever know what you're talking about? What? Why don't any of you two ever know what you're talking about? Why don't any of you two ever know what you're talking about? Why do you keep saying the same shit over and over again? You mentioned having a diplomat girlfriend. Yeah, Mia was an actual government diplomat, believe it or not. I mean, she had the papers and everything. Yeah, she was a diplomat. And she couldn't get my information. So now what does that tell you? Of course, Vietnam is a communist nation, so you got to have pull, man. You got to have pull to get shit done in Vietnam or China or North Korea. You got to have pull. She had pull, but she didn't have enough pull, apparently. Yeah, she was a diplomat. She was a diplomat. And as you well know, or at least you should know, everyone is conscripted into the military in Vietnam for 2 years. Everyone. Yes, even the women. So, yeah, she was military, ex-military. She was a diplomat. And when she asked this website for my personal information so that we could start talking and try to set up a meeting, I said, nope, you're not getting shit. And that was after I had spent, I know a good year or 2 years, on that website, spending money. I mean, I spent money, because them websites ain't cheap. 2 stamps is like $20 or something. It's like, holy shit, that's highway robbery. So you were in love, yes. With Mia, absolutely. Now, by the way, Mia is not her real name. It was her online name. I have her real name, but I'm not going to put it out there because I know how the trolls are. But, Mia is her online name. And she is... is Lin May one of the Vietnamese lovers? No, Lin May was a fake. Lin May was some dude with a beard, as I suspected he was, and as John correctly said he was. So Lin May is nobody. Lin May is a troll.
All right, I found a nice Tesla, and I took a nice hot steamy shit right on the hood.
Yeah, there you go. How come you two never know what you were talking about? You keep saying that over and over again, expecting a different result. Are you insane? Just asking. Who is Lin May? A troll. I told you. Lin May's a troll. I posted typos. Sorry. Oh, okay. Some of my keys are sticking. You ain't doing anything funny with that keyboard, are you? Anyway, how much? I don't know how much. I give up. Vaughn, I gave you $1 on your Cash App yesterday. Why did you lie about not getting any money? Let me explain how this works. Right?
What did he do? You gave $1.
Let
I
me
wet
explain.
myself.
No. This is good. This is really good. I'm glad they asked this. This is good. Okay. Whenever you use Cash App, there is a surcharge. There is a fee to use Cash App. You want to guess what the charge is? Want to take a guess? Are you ready? Are you sitting down? Yeah, it's almost $1. It's like 90 some cents. Okay. So when you gave me $1, I got about 2 or 3 cents out of it because of the surcharge. You understand? You get it? So yeah, I
No,
didn't
he
get any
doesn't get it.
money.
He's too fucking
So
stupid to get it.
so yeah, I didn't get any money. Sorry, I did not. Because you have to pay surcharges for
He don't care. He don't care.
Cash App. Cash App is not free, as technically. I mean, it's free to it's free to put on your mobile device. It's free to put on your PC. But when you exchange money back and forth, they charge you a fee. And it sometimes it depends on how much money you're transferring to. But yeah, I mean, so yeah, when I said I didn't get no money, I really didn't get no money. I got like 3 cents. That's no money, dude. 3 cents is no money, bro. Okay. Next time, send some real money. Send like $20, $50, something like that. Okay. So I get some actual fucking money out of it. And damn, dude. I mean, you don't know that they're going to charge a fee to process shit? I mean, come on. I thought you trolls claimed to be smart. I guess not. All right, let's see here. Thunderstorms possible around 10:15 p.m. Oh, shit. That's about a half an hour. Oh, that's about an hour. About an hour. I'm having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. All right. Doing, doing. Oh, tanks roll through Washington. Yeah, what an embarrassment. Oh my God. What
This
an embarrassment.
guy. This guy David. David is a one wild animal, isn't he? Huh? He's one fucking wild gorilla.
So do you still play with your shit, John? Damn, that sounds cruel.
I play with these shit. Yeah, oh yeah. I play with my Shannon.
Let's see here. If you
How long
wait
we been
3
going?
days,
48. Oh, we've been going 48 minutes.
48
Okay.
minutes and 40 seconds. 48 minutes and 40 seconds. Not very long, actually, as a crow
Okay.
flies. If you wait 3 days, it's free. What do you mean if you wait 3 days? What are you talking about?
I guess he's saying if you let it process, it wouldn't be money.
No, not that I'm aware of. They're gonna, nothing in this life is free, bro. I mean, we use the word free a lot, but nothing in this life is truly free. Okay, it's not. There's going to be fees, surcharges. There's going to be taxes. There's going to be all kinds of shit that you're still going to have to deal with in this world. So nothing is truly free, even
Nothing
though it
is
might say so.
truly free.
Even if it might say so. Now, like I said, it is free to install the app on your mobile device. It's free to install the app on your PC. It's even free to hook up your bank and your credit card. But what is not free is when money starts going back and forth. That is not free. You get charged a surcharge.
$21. Wow.
You get charged a surcharge, and so that is not free. Now this is finance 101. Should be common sense.
I don't know why you're trying to explain these things to these people when they're fucking dumber than dog shit, Ron.
I try to explain these things so that nobody can come to me later and say, well, you never told me, you never did, you never said what. I'm trying to avoid all that, because they'll come back on you later and say, well, you never told me, damn it, so it's all your fault. It's like, no, fuck that noise. So when shit like this happens, I explain why the fuck it happened, what the fuck's going on, and in that way nobody can come on me later and say, well, you never fucking explained to me about them. That way they can't say that shit to me. All right.
Yeah, I guess so, right?
Absolutely. Fuck yeah. So that's the end of that. Anyway. I can pay my bills. Well, I'm glad you can. Your entitlement is insane. Dude, I got 55 years in the truth movement. I think I'm due a little bit of money. What the fuck? You think I should do this shit for free for the rest of my life? Are you fucking high? You guys just gave fucking Ernie Chrysler of Ottawa, Canada, $1,000 to talk shit about me. To talk shit about somebody. Whereas when I do a video or a live show, normally when I'm not engaging you guys, I'm going to sit there and talk about the weather. I'm going to talk about sports. I'm going to talk about the news.
Yeah, we actually talk about news and current events, whereas
we
you
actually
talk
talk
about
about shit that actually matters to you, whereas these trolls do nothing but bash other people. But
All
yet
right,
you
Shannon
have been
actually had a
running.
good question.
Huh?
Shannon says, is that Clay County shirt available on your Teespring account?
No. You have to have I would assume, you would have to have a license to be able to sell Clay County stuff. And I don't. So no, it's not, this shirt is not going to be on my Etsy store. No, it's not. I use Cash App a lot. Well, then you should know they charge a fee, right? Why are you bitching? Why are you arguing? You should know they charge a fee. If you use Cash App as much as you claim, then you know they charge a fee when they transfer money back and forth. That's how they make money. They got to make some money too, right? Yeah, they got to make money too. And they make it by charging when they move money back and forth. That's how they make some money. That's how they stay in business. Okay? Common sense here, boys and girls. Common sense.
Shannon, come on back up for me, baby.
Um,
Come on back up for me, baby. I want to see you one more time.
I guess we get no Todd tonight. Is that a bad thing?
Yeah, you make it sound like that's a bad thing.
Yeah, you make it sound like that's a bad thing.
You make it sound like it's a bio thing.
Yeah.
Ain't no bad thing, babe.
Ain't no sunshine when she's
away.
It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. And this house just ain't a home anytime she goes away.
Vaughn, I'm at Walmart, man. You can get yourself a window fan for $29.
Window fan.
Oh, that's right. The windows don't open, so how the fuck
Yeah,
are you
windows
gonna get
don't
it?
open, so the fan ain't gonna do me no good. That gonna do me no good. So a window air conditioner is how much now?
$20, $23. I mean, they're cheap. Around $20, you can get yourself a.
You said a window fan. Okay, no, that's not a window air conditioner. Window air
Yeah,
conditioner,
not an AC. No.
yeah, window air conditioner is going to be more than $20. Window air conditioner is going to be about 90 bucks, $100, 120, something like that, 200, something like that. It is yuck. What's yuck? Bon, he is trolling. Well, of course, duh. Of course he's trolling. Obviously he's trolling. Yeah, sing it. That's right. I use
Good
Cash
stuff.
App enough to know that you are full of shit. Well, you're entitled to your opinion, but I go by what I get on my end. All right, and
All right,
I
let's see. AC. Okay, air conditioners. Let's see. $185.
185. Wow, that's a
Holy,
lot.
for 15,000 BTU, almost $200. That's highway robbery.
Yeah, it's kind of expensive.
Holy shit!
Shit went up while you was
Shouldn't that
away,
be like
dude.
$120?
Shit went up while you was away.
Yeah, I guess so. Shit went over. I guess they know that it's the middle of summer that they can charge a high price. I guess.
Yeah, there's no Cash App fee. Okay, great. How do they make money then if there's no fees? If there's no fees to transfer money back and forth, how does Cash App make money? I'm all ears. Please enlighten me. Go ahead. Remember, I took 2 years of business administration in school. So please enlighten me. As somebody with 2 years of business administration under my belt, please enlighten me how a business called Cash App, which their primary modus operandi is taking money back and forth between people. How do they make money? How do they earn a profit? I'm all ears. Lay it on me. Link me,
Yeah, I
Sammy
don't know.
says. Link
Yes,
me.
Shannon goes. I'm in bed. I can't join. Well, come on, come on in. I don't mind jumping in bed with you. Come on.
I'm in bed. Can I join? I don't know. I don't care anymore. I don't care
I don't mind you on
what
top,
you say.
Shannon. If you want me to be on top or you want to be on top, I don't mind. I'm versatile.
Do I have a degree? I have a certificate, not a degree. I have a certificate, not a degree. They changed my major. See, my major was going to be 4 years of business administration. I was going for a master's. All right. At the halfway point of that, they changed my major to real estate law. Why? I didn't know at the time. Obviously, I know now because I got all this property to manage, right? But see, I didn't know that then. And I go in, I thought I was in trouble. I thought I was in trouble. I go into the office thinking I'm in trouble. And they said, well, we're changing your major to real estate law. And I'm like, really? And they said, yeah. And they had a reason, why they did it. But because
All
of
right,
that,
Scarface is here. Say hello to him. Say
say
hello to
hello
the
to the
bad
bad
guy.
guy. Yeah. All right. So Haifa got hit. Is that the deal?
Yeah, but nothing happened. Where only 4 Arabs got killed in an Arab road. Very
Only
ironic.
so they ended up killing their own people. God, that sucks.
Yeah, they killed four
They killed
Arab
their own
Muslims.
people. That's pretty
They
fucking
killed
stupid.
a young Arab woman, and Arab
Do they know
Sunnis.
they killed their own people?
Yeah, it was.
I would definitely rub that in their face. I would definitely rub that in their face.
They're not the same. The Muslims in Iran
Oh, they're
are.
different Muslims. Okay, one Sunni, one
No,
Shia.
they're Shia, but they're Shia Arabs that took over Zoroastrian Iran.
Zoroastrian paganism, right?
So you have Shia Muslims that came from Iraq originally, and they don't look like the Persians. They mix with the Persians, whatever. It's very complicated.
Right.
But out of their hatred for the Jews, they end up firing on Haifa and hitting an Arab town, killing Arabs, and that's all they.
Nothing brings people together more than the hatred of the
Yeah,
Jews,
yeah.
right?
Nothing brings people together more than hatred, buddy. I'll tell you, that's true. That is absolutely true. But that I would make it a point to put on every TV channel that they killed their own damn people. That would
Yeah,
I would. I'd make that a
they
point.
did. We were in the bomb shelter here, and we heard all the explosions overhead. They intercepted
I would make
most
that.
of the
I would
missiles.
make that a point.
And
It would be
we
on
saw it
every.
from our
It
window.
would.
They got
It would.
all the missiles got blown up. I
It
shut
would be
the.
on every TV channel. It would be on every radio. It would be on every internet. I would make sure. I'd make damn sure that the whole world knew
You know who
these
reported
niggas
it
killed their own
honestly?
people.
It was only who reported it honestly. It was the Iranian dissident in the UK. He has almost 1 million subscribers. Meyer Tusi.
Pardon.
So that guy reports on the news accurately. The assholes in the West don't report on the news accurately.
Right. Well, the West has a skewed, perspective on things. So.
And guess what? We hit a bunch of their reactors that were experimental or whatever kind of reactors, and there was no nuclear leakage or radiation. We hit a
Yeah,
bunch.
yeah. The
84 cents was this shit.
yeah,
Then they have fucking this shit. Oh, this is not.
the international coalition on nuclear proliferation.
IAEA, the international
It has something
whatever
to do with nuclear proliferation or some shit. They
international
said,
administration,
yeah, they
yeah,
said they didn't detect any leaks, and I'm like, thank
yeah.
the gods. So we're good there. We're good there. Just be very, very
Because
careful.
there was so many chain reactions that it got buried and nothing leaked because it was underground, and so we hit it. It got buried deep underground, and there was no leakage.
Well, I hope not. It didn't get into the groundwater, did it?
Who knows? But I'll tell you something.
Who
The
knows?
Iranians, that we wouldn't have been as successful with our subterfuge and espionage if we didn't have a whole bunch of Iranian recruits that worked with our Mossad, saboteurs. Because within a day, we killed their whole entire leadership, their entire military,
Yes.
that's quite an accomplishment to kill their entire, military administration, all of them, the top leaders. We got rid of them in one day. That couldn't have been done without the Iranians helping us. And so you have a lot of Iranians there that want to get rid of the Islamo-fascist regime. We couldn't have.
Iranians are Persian. Iranians are Persian.
Yeah. Well, do you think we could have been as successful? Did you see how many we killed? The entire entourage of IRGC leaders, their military leaders, all of them. It was a decapitation strike. It was like it was a.
It was surgical. It was
You know what? It was Michael Corleone in The Godfather 2, the ending, where he whacks the rival families and all of his rivals in one day. It was like a whack fest. It was like an assassination fest. It was what I recommended. That they go full Godfather, full hardcore, full decapitation. And that's what they did.
No.
And that's why Iran is about to be, totally destabilized. And the people there are happy. We did the dirty work for them. You had the Iranian Mossad recruits that did the dirty work for them.
Well, I am a little perturbed with Trump because I was led to believe, many other Americans was led to believe that the Trump administration was right in the middle of the 5th round of talks with Iran to de-escalate.
Dude, it's 5 o'clock in the morning and I haven't slept, and I was bombarded by fucking Iranian missiles. Cut me some slack. I'm not as sharp as I can be. It's the middle of the night here, and I haven't slept in 2 days.
Anyway, like I said, I'm a little perturbed with Trump because we here in the States were under the impression that the 5th rounds of talks, 4th round failed, 5th rounds of talks were getting ready to start.
6th round. It was supposed to be the 6th round.
Oh, 6th round.
It was supposed to be yesterday.
Okay. All right. And it was anyway, talks were still ongoing. Right. But what we found out,
you got your fucking people are saps, you're dupes. You don't know who your president is. He's far more deceptive and conniving than you even have thought.
Well,
the
thing of it is that he gets on True Social and says that he knew that y'all were going to strike Iran months in advance, and
right, he led you to believe that there was a falling out with Bibi when there was no falling out. It was all premeditated. Right. It was for psychological warfare reasons, right, to catch the Iranians flat-footed.
Right.
And guess what? You know what? The Houthis miscalculated. They all met in one place. They all a what's the expression? Assembled
Right.
for like a top leadership meeting.
Right.
And we got intelligence from the Yemenis that are close to them. We found their location and we bombed the fuck out of that assembly of their top leaders, and we killed their top leaders. It'll be found out. It'll be found out tomorrow that when the Houthi threat has been neutralized, we killed their top leader, we killed their generals, we killed all of them.
Very good. Very good. But I just, I mean, we here in the States, we're thinking that we
Hey,
know.
Dick from Mad Magazine. What do you think everybody was doing in Tel Aviv or in Haifa? The population were all in bunkers and
Well,
shelters. Do you think anybody was out on the street?
Tel Aviv, they were probably butt fucking each other, all the sodomites.
Who knows what they were doing? But in Haifa, everybody here was indoors, nobody on the streets, and nobody was out there looking to get, hit with an Iranian missile. So shove it, you dumb fuck.
Well, that is correct. I do need a good woman. That is correct. I do need a good woman.
Guess what? They were planning on another salvo, and you know what? Who stopped him? Our lovely President Donald Trump. He got directly involved.
Yes, he did.
Now he's helping the Jews of Israel. He's actually shooting down the Iranian missile. Thank you, President Trump.
And now he's right in the middle of this war. A war
but there's no leadership in Iran to even put up a fight. You dummies, you're saps. You fell for it too. Yeah, you know what? You fell for it. And I fell for it a little bit too, but I knew it was contrived.
No one.
It was on the 61st day after he gave them 2 months, and then he gave the green light to bomb the shit out of them. And you know what? It was coordinated to the point where it was a decapitation strike. They're like a chicken without a head. They're running. The IRGC officers are all what's the word for like running away for like
they're in hysteria.
They're in hysteria, but what is it called when you leave your military duty? You're like
AWOL.
They're going AWOL, absent without leave, or they're just trying to flee.
Right.
And the IRGC is desperate, and the leadership is
desperate. Mission action.
They're saying we'll catch you and we'll put you to death for treason and for betrayal. Mm-hmm. And most of them that are the top echelon have put their families on planes, and they've been either going to Pakistan or Moscow. And it's rumored that the Ayatollah Khamenei has fled to Moscow. He's no longer in Iran, or he's in a far eastern district province of Iran, where he's trying to escape over a land border from Mashhad to either Afghanistan or to Russia or to one of the Kraplakistan countries. Who knows? But it's over. It's over. It was a lightning strike. It was a 1 day, 2 day.
So wait a minute. Hold on. So hold on. So the mullahs have been disbanded?
Yeah, the Ayatollah has left Iran.
The mullahs are gone. Really?
Fucking schmucks are nowhere near being informed or up to date. The Ayatollah has abandoned.
That's my point. They're not telling us shit. That's why I'm asking you.
Yeah, and also the Tusi guy, the Iranian guy whose father's still in Iran, he's a dissident and he's anti-Islam. He's reported the Ayatollah has fled. It's rumored that he's in Moscow now.
Well, the Persians will be anti-Islam because they're pagan, but whatever.
So the regime is falling apart. Look, they said he threatened to fire 2,000 missiles at us. all they could muster were 50 missiles, and most of them were intercepted, and the only casualties were 4 Arab Muslims in the north.
Mm-hmm.
They killed
Well,
Muslims.
supposedly the Dome got most of them, and the United States got the rest. Is that right? Is that accurate?
Pretty much. There's a destroyer in the Mediterranean here that's intercepting them, and there are also in the Persian Gulf plenty of interceptors. In Iraq, there are interceptors, and we're intercepting them. And guess what? Trump even convinced the
I
Qataris
would
and the
love for
Turks
Shannon to intercept my cock and a pussy, but
and the Jordanians even intercepted.
Yeah.
All of them are now realizing that the Iranian regime is over.
Wait.
and it's
Hold it. Wait. The Jordanians actually shot down some of
Yeah.
Iran's missiles? Really?
Yeah, they shut down. They closed their airspace. They shut down. They
Yeah.
fired at.
they
They
don't
shot
like
down
them as much
drones,
as we do.
Oh,
and they shot
Actually,
down the
Saudi
Iranian.
Arabia, yeah,
ballistic
actually is on.
so we got
too.
a Sunni versus Shia thing going here, huh?
No, it's not even Sunni versus Shia. They just know that the Iranian regime has outlived its purpose, and they're no longer
Nobody likes
anywhere
it. That's
being
why-
useful. Yeah, and they got and everybody's ready for the day after. This thing is going to end in less than a week. All right, the Iranian they're running scared. They've already put their families on planes, and they're fleeing and they're disbanding.
So the
And they
bullets
can't
are
muster
gone.
and they
Wow.
can't muster any missiles to fire at us anymore.
Well, if
There
the
should have been a
bullets are
second salvo. I'm still up waiting for the second salvo, and it's not coming. We fucked them up so bad. We've ass raped them so hard that they can't do shit anymore.
So the just to be clear, okay, because I don't want any misunderstanding. The mullahs have disbanded, and
Yeah.
the Ayatollah has fled,
Yes.
which means the Iranian people can take their country back, restore the republic, because Iran used to be a republic. They can restore the republic now and have a free country again, which is what they want.
Not quite yet.
Not quite yet.
The IRGC infrastructure is still in place. They have millions of people. But the mullahs are no longer in control. The Ayatollah is trying to control it from remote control from a distance, having fled the country.
Well, that's a start at least, I guess. I don't
No, well, now we're destroying their infrastructure. We're destroying their natural gas, and the oil fields. We shut down their electricity. We're paralyzing them to the point where the people there will have no other choice but to rise up. They'll all of a sudden develop, grow some balls, and develop a lot of courage because their oppressors won't be able to oppress them anymore.
I mean, with the mullahs gone and the Ayatollah gone, they should have no trouble taking their country back.
No, but they have militias of IRGC, millions of them that are armed, that still intimidate the population there.
Right.
So now, if you cut off their water, their electricity, their source of income, their gas, and their oil, all of it. So now the entire country will rise up.
David, is there a reason why you come in the show? You tell me what do you want? Hold on, Sammy. What do you want, David? What do you want, David?
Oh, I just stopped in to say hi. Maybe you can address me directly because I guess it's there's like a time delay on the chat and all that.
There is.
So, yeah, you referred to me as a loser, and I'd like to know how you think that.
The inference being that you just exist.
Because
That's
trolls
the
are
inference.
losers. Trolls are losers. See,
Yeah,
hold it. I got this.
All right, fine. Fuck him up for me.
Hold on. I got this. All right, let me explain something to you. Because I have, out of everybody here, I am the one that's had to deal with this as many fucking years. Over 20 goddamn years I've had to deal with this. All right? So when I say you're a fucking loser, which I haven't yet, but I will now, I mean it because that's what trolls are. They're fucking losers. When somebody goes on the internet and their purpose on that internet is to fuck somebody's life all to hell, where people get killed, People get put in insane asylums. People get their kids taken away from them, never to be seen again. That's pretty fucked up shit. That's some pretty fucked up shit. So when I say you're a goddamn loser, that's exactly what I fucking mean. You're a goddamn loser.
But when did I do any of that?
Did you aid and abet these fucking trolls and
No.
their actions? Fuck yeah,
No.
you did.
No, I didn't.
David Anthony, you're on fucking record.
I watch your fucking shit.
You are on
videos where
fucking
you talk
record.
shit.
What is aiding and
the very
abetting mean?
people that did this to my
What does
family?
aid
Yes,
and
you are.
abet mean? What do you
You're-
mean?
You're sitting right alongside them.
Yeah.
What does aid and abet mean?
You're sitting
Aid-
right.
you don't know what
You're
aid
sitting
and
right
abet means?
along.
You're not
with them.
answering the question.
Google
What
it.
is aiding and abetting?
Google
Aiding
it.
and abetting.
Google
Aiding
it.
Why
and
do I
abetting.
have to Google what you mean? Why don't you just tell me what you mean?
If let's say
Because
Bobby,
I'm not your personal
Bobby robs the
secretary.
liquor store.
That's why.
Let's say Tyrone
You want me
robs
to
the
be
liquor
your
store.
secretary?
I know what
Aiding
aiding and abetting
doesn't
means.
mean what you
You're the
say.
one says you don't.
And what? And how did I destroy
All right,
anything
hold
in
on.
your
Back
life?
up. David. You got a serious
pronounced
question.
David.
David.
No,
David.
in Hebrew,
hold
it's David.
on. David, do you actually have a serious question or are you just here to troll?
I am asking serious questions. You accuse me of being a loser. I want to know what you mean.
Well, no, I
told you what
of
it
being a
means.
fat tub of shit. That's what
I told you
accused
exactly what it means.
no, you've been live streaming all your issues and stuff, and I'd like to
David,
know
okay,
what's
you
going
know
on
what?
because
Okay,
you made it public.
you know what? If you got a
made your
question for
issues
Sammy,
public.
you got a question for Sammy. This is
Yeah.
Sammy hour.
Are you going to
We're
be
talking
homeless or
about
not?
Israel. We're talking about Israel. You got a question about what's going on with Iran and everything?
Yeah, what's going on with Iran? Since you guys know everything.
All right,
Yeah,
Sammy, you want
they're done
to
for.
light them up?
I mean,
they're done for.
You have the connection to all the military and black ops stuff, right?
Every Jew does. We get the memo in the morning.
The rumor. Listen. You want an answer? The rumor is.
So we need to know.
The rumor
Yeah, well,
the rumor is David's mother is a whore. Okay, anyway, Sammy, what's going on?
Oh, that's
No, the
what, you
rumor,
into
the rumor is
necrophilia?
because
Are you into
after we
necrophilia?
punched
See, now
after.
you just trolled. You said something absolutely absurd. You just trolled.
All right,
Okay,
Sammy, what's
you
going on?
want an
Sammy?
answer? I'll give you an update. The rumor is after we punched through most of the resistance in Iran, all of a sudden now Trump is feeling adventurous. He's not only going to help us
And
out.
how do you know this?
And shooting because this is the inside intelligence here.
Are you in the Secret Service?
He's sending Delta Force. He's sending Delta Force to sabotage the deep underground nuclear facilities
So
instead of
you have
bombing
military
them
connections?
with the B-2s and the B-52s.
Where's your source?
Since Mossad did most of the dirty work and we punched through most of the resistance, it's easier now to send in American Special Forces and blow up the deep underground bases without much resistance.
And how do you know this?
Because I have the inside track, and also I listen to a guy with
what inside track?
No, the inside track is a lot of people that know what they're talking about. All right.
Your inside track is
and I wouldn't have known ahead of time that it would have been on Friday the 13th, and I called it. I said it would be Friday the 13th. You know why? Because it's connected to Freemasonry. It's connected to the Knights Templar. All right, it's a special day, Friday the 13th.
I also have another question for Vaughn. You have all these connections and everything, and you have all these awesome careers in your life. How come you can't get anyone to help you out? The people you pick up the phone and call these professional people that you know.
That was years and years.
Vaughn, you want to whip him a new one?
That was over 20 years ago, dude.
Yeah, so you were like in the Secret Service and everything, man.
You think I could just call up? You think I could just call up Special Forces or Secret Service and say, "Hey, come down here and help me out"? Are you fucking high? Are you fucking high?
David, let me ask you something. Hold on. I want to have a serious conversation with David.
I am having a serious conversation. Don't you get
David,
benefits if you work for the government?
So what's going on, David? You live by yourself? You're married? What's going on?
I'm not here to talk about me.
Why? You talk about me.
You talk about other people.
About you.
You talk about me.
So you're what are you?
talking
You're
about
60,
you.
You're 62
No,
years
no,
old.
we weren't.
62
No, before you
years.
hold on.
David's 62 years old. He couldn't get laid in a morgue if the corpses were nailed
How
to
do
the
you know
table.
that?
David, before you
How do you
came
know
in,
that?
David, hold on. Before you came in,
Why do you
David,
say that?
we were not
You're
talking
getting
about me.
personal,
We were talking
and all I'm doing
about
is asking
Iran.
questions.
No, David, before you came in, we weren't talking about me. We were talking about
But you
Israel's
were talking
strike on
about you
Iran
earlier.
and Iran's strike on Israel. That's what we were talking about. We were not
We
talking
got
about me.
someone by the name of Amy. She's an Asian girl, but I'm afraid it's a fake account. Amy, give me the
Well, of
finger.
course
No,
it is.
let her in. Let her in. Let her in.
Amy, give me the middle finger so I know it's a real person, Amy.
It's a video.
It's a video? I think it may be a video, yeah. Amy, give me the finger. Give me the middle finger, Amy. I mean, I'm not into Asians, but she's kind of sort of cute. I don't know.
Well, I am into Asians.
I'm afraid to bring.
We'll
I'm
see.
afraid to bring it up. It
Yeah,
probably
because
will.
it'd probably be another porn.
Anyway, Sammy was giving us the okay. Sammy was talking about Trump is backing, sending out special forces. Go ahead, finish what you were saying on that, Sammy.
Well, now that most of the work has been done, there are just a few tough nuts that need to be cracked, and Trump is actually feeling adventurous. He'll send Delta Force.
Yep, there it is.
To blow up Fordo. No, show her. Wait a minute, is she showing her?
No,
is she showing her pussy?
No. We'll get
Let's see her
banned.
pussy. Come on.
We'll get banned. It wasn't. She didn't have one.
What was she showing her pussy? What was she doing?
Didn't have one. She didn't have one.
Oh.
Anyway.
Anyway. It's going to be over and done with in a few days. At this pace, we have complete air superiority now. And the Russians aren't getting involved. They're not. The Chinese aren't getting involved. The Arab world in the Middle East realizes that this is a paradigm shift. That the Shia resistance, or whatever you want to call it, in Iran has fallen. The Iranian people are happy and they're celebrating. The ones that aren't happy are the Islamic fundamentalists over there that intimidated everybody and oppressed everybody. And so it is a form of liberation. We helped liberate Iran, and the people of Iran will now have the courage to overthrow their oppressive Islamic regime once and for all.
Well, it'd be easy if the mullahs are gone and the ayatollah's gone. Should be pretty easy to do. Really.
No, you don't have the full picture. There are still millions of Islamo-fascist radicals there that don't want to give up power. All right. Yeah. So we need to incentivize the Iranian people to actually pick up and overthrow them. In the middle of the night, they were chanting "Down with the Ayatollah" and all this, and some pro Ayatollah guy was yelling "Allahu Akbar," and an Iranian woman said "Fuck you and your Allah" to his face.
Yeah. Oh shit! Yeah. Damn.
So they're like
that made my fucking asshole pucker a little bit.
Well, see, the beauty of the internet is that I could go on the internet right now, and I can Google Iran 1975. I can put that in a Google search, and it will pull up pictures of Iran back in 1975.
And it looks like New York.
And it looks like New York. Yeah, and it looks like New York. The streets are clean. The people are clean. The people are well dressed. Everybody's happy. Everybody's, free to do whatever they want. And they're all, in the parks having a good time.
They're discos, they're at the beach in bikinis.
They were at the beach in bikinis, that's right. And it was beautiful. It was fucking beautiful. And then they look and see how Iran is today, and they say, hey, wait a minute. I want it like it was in 1975. Well, who wouldn't? Right?
Yeah, but you know what? If Fathead Alex Jones is right, it was the CIA that put in the mullahs. It was British intelligence and the CIA that overthrew the Shah.
It was really what was done to the Shah, in my opinion.
All because they wanted to create conflict in order to dominate in the Middle East militarily.
And the Shah, I have not met the man. I can only go by what I've seen, but I've watched numerous interviews with him. I have watched documentaries on him. I have listened to his speeches and things that he said. And every time I watched this man, I was just really, I was really thrilled about, him being a strong ally of the United States. And it was what was done to him and his family was just brutal, in my opinion. It was brutal. He had a beautiful country, had beautiful people.
It was what's his face's Brzezinski's grand
Oh
chess game.
Don't even get me started
Global
on
grand chess game and everything. So it was at the time. It was in America, well, not America's interest, but in the globalist interest,
the globalist interest, right?
The establishment interests, the petrodollar regime. They all did it. They didn't want Iran to have any power or real control over.
No, I mean, if I haven't really researched it in depth, to be honest, but it probably was the same thing as Muammar Gaddafi. He probably refused to put a central bank in Iran.
The question remains: why does North Korea and South Korea still have? Why do they still have issues that could have been resolved decades ago? Because it serves the interests of the globalists.
Of the globalists, right?
They need tension points. They need friction points that are ready-made wars when they want to trigger them.
Right.
When they want to trigger a war, they have a ready-made war. These are their cards.
John, you have flashing red and blue lights around you. What's going on?
Probably the trolls probably called the cops and they're looking for me. Maybe
you got red and blue lights around you.
I know.
Are you okay?
Yeah, there's a pit. He's going. It looks like he's going inside the Walmart parking lot. See the fucking dum-dums.
How did is there no Kings protests?
I haven't really heard that much about no Kings, to be honest. I think
Trump got a grip on that. He got a hold of.
The parade though was kind of embarrassing because it wasn't nearly as large as I was anticipating it to be. So that was kind of a lackluster thing. I mean, you go and watch a Russian parade or a Chinese parade. It's fucking huge. There's hundreds and hundreds of tanks. There's thousands.
And you could, hey, you know what? You could say this later, but you totally destroyed Iran's navy in Bandar Abbas, and so they can't block the Straits of Hormuz, even though they threatened to. They won't be able to. We totally neutralized them. We did your job for you. The Iranian navy has now been neutralized.
Well, whatever it takes to get the job done. Whatever it takes to get the job done.
Yeah, but you know what? They still might be able to block the Straits of Hormuz.
This isn't a contest, okay? You do what you need to do. To
well, I'll say one thing. David's fucking huge. He could have blocked the Straits of Hormuz. He could have just sat right in the middle.
Into the Straits, he would have blocked.
Yeah, there you go.
He could have just
fired him into the Straits with a 155 millimeter cannon.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, let me get out of this fucking parking lot before the fucking cops find me.
Yeah, because
I guess the trolls fucking called it a bomb threat or something. I don't know.
It's untelling.
Who knows?
I don't want
that McDonald's situation to happen again.
Right. Yeah, that would not be pleasant. No.
There still might be some potential for them blocking the Straits of Hormuz somehow with sea mines or whatever if they get desperate enough. They said that they'd fire on American bases. Now they won't be able to. They're too mismanaged. They're too kind of like.
Well, if their leadership is in disarray, that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's the word, disarray. They're in disarray.
Well, that's good. That's what you want. You want their leadership to be in disarray. You want their communications to be down, and that way they can't communicate. And the less they communicate, the better it is. And so that's a good thing. That's a good
And
thing.
we neutralized the Houthis in one
One hit, right?
shot, one hit.
Okay. All right. Very
Yep.
good. That's good. That's that. And I'm glad. I just, my thing is, them nuclear power plants. I was scared to death they get hit and go critical or some shit, and then we'd have us a really really shitty situation.
Now, if let's say Iran fucking retaliates against Israel, right? And let's say fucking
They already tried.
They already tried. We shot
well,
everyone.
let's say they fucking sneak a dirty bomb in Tel Aviv, and they blow up like 1 million people. Now, can the Jews say that's anti-Semitism, or do they get to pull the anti-Semitism card, or is that like an okay thing?
They get to pull. You know what? You get to pull our finger, and we get to blow a big fart in your face.
I mean, now are the Jews going to say it's the worst attack since the Holocaust?
No, we get to take a big gefilte fish fucking
No,
shit.
I'm being serious. I'm not joking around. If let's say Iran
He's
fucking
talking
takes
about
out
the
1 million
Jews here in the West.
Jews,
The Jews here in the West will make a big deal out of it.
will they say is it anti? I guess my question is it
They
anti-Semitic
overuse that
to
word.
attack, to self-defend yourself from a Jew?
They overuse that word anti-Semite. They overuse
No,
that.
well, you know what? Since the Holocaust, we control your language, we control your speech, we control your thoughts, we control your media. So we get to tell you what to say, what to do, what to say.
Blue is in here. Hey, Blue, you fucking loser, Blue. What the fuck do you want, Blue? Hey, Blue, go blow your mother. Go fucking blow your mother, big boy.
But you know
Where are
what?
you? Go ahead, Sammy. What are you gonna say?
But you know what? That kind of dynamic has served its purpose. And I'm not gonna be like a wise ass with you. You're tired of the Jews in America running
There's
your
a
lives,
video
telling you
of
what to
Iranian
think and
missile
what to
hitting
say.
Tel Aviv last night.
Yeah. Well, whatever. It's just about over. You know what? Nick Fuentes is afraid of Israel being victorious, and he says Israel's going to turn into the king, the viceroys of the world if they are victorious over Iran. That fucking Catholic dweeb, that fucking Catholic faggot, is afraid of the end times because he knows his religion is false. Jesus is a false idol god, and the Jewish end times prophecies are being fulfilled.
Why?
But you know what? I'll tell you something, John. You won't have to worry about the fucking Jews of America anymore. Whatever is going to happen if they're going to activate their Iranian sleeper cells, terrorism in America, whatever happens in America. What I told you is not it comes straight from the mouth of God. It's not something I made up. It's a message that's been repeated over and over again. This is it. Once we end this war and we get our hostages back, and now the Hamas is intimidated, their sponsor, their patron is gone, they're going to be more, flexible. They're
Donna
going to be
Winters wants to know, Scarface, is your rabbi the promised Messiah?
Yes,
I
he
gotta
is.
say,
Yes, he is.
Donna Winters, you got a cute fit, yo. You cute. You're kind of cute.
Cute. Are you Hispanic?
I'm not gonna lie, she's kind of cute.
You haven't tried Hispanic yet.
I had a Spickeroid before. Yeah, I had one.
All right, good. You got another one
They're
then.
all right. They're all right. They're okay.
But anyway, so the thing is, everything is, in its time, and now its time has arrived. Okay. The bottom line is there's no stopping what's happening in America as far as the economic decline and the economic collapse that's on the way, right? And what Vaughn is, with his cynicism and his skepticism, I can understand. But he's beginning to come around. He says, well, if the dollar goes and the banks go, the Jews, a lot of them are going to go. They're going to be pursued. They're going to be persecuted. You're going to have your sleeper cells activated there. You're going to have domestic terrorism, Hezbollah, Hamas, Iranians, Chinese, Spicazoids from Mexico, all the gangs, whoever. The whole country is going to fucking blow up, okay? Trump has still managed to get a grip on it and stop it from happening as far as the, organized USAID, NGO types that are bitter, the CIA that's funding all the protesters.
Well,
you saw that on Alex Jones. He was Jones advertised like a TikTok video or a tweet or whatever. A guy looks a lot like John, a big pudgy guy, is desperate for money, sitting in his car, giving a confession. He was giving a confession. No, he was giving a confession. He was confessing. He was saying, "Look, I was being offered $200 a day to take part in the riots and in the protests, and I'm desperate for money. I would have taken it, but I think it's very unpatriotic, and I'm not like that, and it's very un-American." But he was admitting that people approached him and tried to recruit him by paying him off to be a paid protester or a provocateur, to cause trouble. And so that these people are being paid off by the left, and the leftist media is even showing their hand. They're all in one voice with the same talking points, the same bullshit, trying to talk up riots and trying to talk up an insurrection and trying to talk up a violent coup against Trump. I mean,
All right. Hold on. I got to address that point. Okay, I'm going to address that point specifically. Okay, because like I started to say earlier, before David Anthony came in here and started a bunch of shit. Here's the thing. Okay, we were under the impression that Trump had nothing to do with Iran. He didn't want nothing to do with Iran. He was trying to get a peaceful solution. Let me finish. He's trying to get a peaceful solution to get them to de-escalate, maybe to convert from nuclear to hydrogen or nuclear to water, water power, hydropower. That was what we were thinking here in the United States. And when Trump made the post on Truth Social saying, "Oh, I fucking knew everything," we knew there was going to be an attack and all this gobbledygook. A lot of people here on the right were not very happy because we wanted.
You're a bunch of fucking American saps. You're a bunch of
Sammy, it's not
lame. You're lame brains. You're not New Yorkers on his level. The only kind of hydrogen that's involved here? It's the kind of hydrogen that he blew up your ass. He blew smoke up your ass. He blew gas up your ass.
Let me finish.
All right? He's far more clever than you are.
Let me finish, Sammy. Okay. We knew that Trump was, also talking about, maybe a surgical strike or something like that. We knew about that, but we thought that had been put to the side because they were going to discuss, toning down the rhetoric.
All right. We, if you want to be conspiratorial about it, Trump is a Jew. And of
course he's a fucking Jew. We all know it.
All right, he's a Christian Jew. All right.
Well, he's a communist Jew.
Okay, that's more reason for you fucking tards to hate on the Jews. Okay. Yeah, that's all the more reason for you.
Oh God, Sammy! Holy shit! That's not what we're saying. The man promised us peace and gave us war. That's what I'm saying. I don't give a damn if he's a Jew. I don't give a damn if you're a Jew. We were promised peace. We hired him. We hired him to give us peace, not another fucking war. We never put Trump in office to give us another war. We put Trump in office to give us a peaceful solution.
And when your complacency ends is when all of a sudden you begin to get all riled up and you wake up to the fact that, Oh, we've been cheated for the past 70 years. We've been controlled by globalists.
Fucking war.
Animal. All right, but we let the good life. We had the good life. And now it's ending, and now it's over, and now you want
we did not. We did not put him in there.
Peace. It's even written. I quoted Ezekiel to John that you're enfeebled now, and this is God doing this to you. The people there are made feeble, and you're powerless, and you're being controlled. And the Jews are a part of it. And you know what? The resentment and the bitter, anger and,
Let me see if I can find that poll.
It's all part of God's will to get the Jews, to get rid of the Jews of America. There's going to be a financial collapse, and you already have no patience for them.
There is no getting rid of the Jews.
All right, there's already falling out. All right, we got what we wanted. We got rid of the threat. We got rid of the threat. The primary major threat to us is Iran. We got rid of that. All right, so if we got rid of them, our objectives have been met. Now, God's objectives are going to be met. The Jews have fallen out with you, okay, with the Gentiles over there. There's no more buddy-buddy. You're no longer friends. You're no longer tight with one another. And America's about to have a financial collapse, all right? All right, good. I'm glad, Donald Winters. How much do you ask for you fucking hooker? How much do you request? What's your price?
Let me see here.
You think she sucks good, Sammy? You think
she'll be sucking? She'll be sucking for sandwiches. You know what? The fucking hags in Greece, once they had their financial collapse, they were fucking for food. They were fucking for sandwiches. Same thing happened in Venezuela. So hey John, you like to hoard all that food. Hoard the food. You'll be able to buy hookers for sandwiches soon.
Yeah, sure. I guess I could trade a blowjob for a sandwich. Why not?
You know what? I can afford you in about, maybe give it a month or two. You'll be screwing for food. You'll be screwing for sandwiches. You won't be asking for a hefty price. Trust me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, Sammy. I think it's all gone to shit personally.
Show me up, John.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you. It's going to shit. I'm agreeing with you. It's going to shit.
All right, Sammy, take a look. Take a look, dude. All right, now this is just one poll. I have several. This is just one poll. There are many. Yeah. Okay. Hey,
well, that's what you fucking assholes didn't do any of the work. We did all of the work.
But
you gave us the weapons. We got rid of them.
Read what it says. Do you want war with Iran? Yes or no? We said overwhelmingly, no, we did not want war with Iran. We did not want war with Iran.
You're just pawns. You're saps.
You're saps.
You're playthings. You're just puppets. You're not. You don't have a real say in what happens. We bought your president. He's in our back pocket. All right, and he tricked you. He deceived you on our behalf. He's a Jew, and he deceived you on our behalf. So you can go ahead and suck it. You can eat it.
Want war?
I wouldn't mind.
Well, it's already a bygone matter. It's already happened, Vaughn. What are you going to do? Cry over spilled milk? What are you going to do?
I don't know. That's a good question, actually. Because we put Trump in there.
Because you've been controlled and mind controlled by your media.
We put Trump in there.
Jews control your media, so you've been saps of the Jews for the longest.
We put Trump in there because we wanted peace. That's why we put
the Jews, dug underneath you, and they ate you up from behind your backs because Trump is in our back pocket. He's a Jew, and he does our will.
Kabbalist Jew. So what?
So he did what we wanted him to do. And
whether he's a Jew or not, it's not the point. The point is we didn't want no fucking war. We did not want a fucking war. Period. End of story. We did not want a fucking war. I mean, there are numerous polls out there.
You had your proxy. When it matters, we serve as a proxy in the Middle East, all right? and we take care of business when you don't want to. So we took care of
Taking
business.
care of business every way.
I'm
Taking care of business every day.
Oh, the good old days they're all long gone. Kiss those good old days, but goodbye. You'll be fucking for sandwiches soon.
You know what? I don't mind. You know what? I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind spending a sandwich on Donna. She's cute.
She is.
You know what? I'll buy her.
How the fuck can you tell somebody's cute with a fucking little dot that fucking big? How can you tell?
I can see. Yeah. I
How can you
zoomed
tell?
in. I zoomed in.
It's that fucking big. How can you tell?
Oh, I zoomed in. I zoomed in on my
You
phone.
zoomed in. Okay. All right.
You on the phone. On the mobile device. You can zoom in.
Hey, you can't win against me. I don't live there, and I have no loyalty to the Jews of America. In fact, I'm very anti-American Jew. I have no
wait a
love
minute. She says
left
if
for
I
them.
buy her 2 sandwiches, not from Gino's, I can have her. All right, you got it, Donna. You got it.
Yeah, we're saps
Whatever you
because we
want.
don't want to die for Israel. That's what Donna asked. Donna asked a good question. She says we're saps because we don't want to die
You're
for Israel.
saps because you drank the water that was full of fluoride. You're saps because you drank the Coca-Cola and it turned you into retards, and you don't know how to help to heal yourselves.
Donna says you're an Iranian plan to get us to hate the Jews. Is that true?
Oh, please believe that. That would be perfect.
That's what she said. I'm just saying what she said.
I think at the end of the day,
for me. Hey, that works for me.
I mean, I personally will say this: we should have got rid of Iran way years ago, way long time ago. I mean,
well, what we should have done is help the Persians years ago when they did want to take their country back. We should have got behind the Persians and helped them take their country back. That's what we should have done, but we didn't. And
I'll give credit to Fathead Alex Jones when he
Alex Jones, Bill Hicks. Say his real name. Say his real name.
British and American intelligence that having meddled in the Middle East to create the mess that you have today.
Well, actually, we're not supposed to be meddling in anybody.
The CIA agent and all. You listen to the spiel. You listen to the spiel that he goes on and on about what happened and Israel's involvement in all of the dirty operations, black ops, and everything. The one thing Fathead Alex Jones refuses to admit, and he was taking a cue from me, is that the CIA ran October 7th, okay, along with our deep state. It was a betrayal of the Jews, the right-wing Jews, the religious Jews of Israel. And that's one thing he refuses to, fully uncover. He did in the beginning. He did dare say this, that it was them.
There you go, Vaughn. I put the picture blown up on my screen. What do you think? She's cute.
Oh wow,
she looks Latino. Are you Latino, Donna?
I don't know. Latino.
I think she's like a 9 out of 10 personally.
A Latino Asian mix, maybe even.
She's cute. I mean, I think she's pretty.
Cute.
I think she's.
Oh man.
Cute. Well, let me put it this way, Sammy. Let me put it this way. I think she's worth 2 sandwiches. I think she's.
Are you real, Donna? Or are you going to be another fucking troll like everybody else?
I think, Sammy. What do you think? She's worth 2 sandwiches or what?
I'd buy that. I'd buy that for $1. I'd buy that for $1.
Are you real or are you a troll, Donna?
You buy that for $1.
If you're real, you're cute. You're actually cute.
Oh, it's Menachem Begin. Menachem.
Menachem.
It's Menachem. Menachem Begin. Menachem Begin.
Menachem Begin.
Menachem Begin. Begin. Anyway, it's a bygone event. It was over in just a few days. You can kiss the Iranian Islamo-fascist regime goodbye. It's over.
For me, yeah, there you go. Yeah,
you know what? Now we're looking for the Ayatollah, wherever he may be. He might be in eastern Iran, trying to get over the border, or he might be in Moscow already. But we're going to assassinate his ass. We're going to get rid of him. He doesn't have much time to live. Well, he doesn't have much time to live. He doesn't have much time, much longer to live.
Donna,
And
you
then,
wanna come back?
the story will end quicker. All right, we want to induce the Iranian people to overthrow
Hey,
the
Donna, come on up.
the
If you're a
regime.
real girl, Donna, come on up. Come up.
Yeah, if you actually have
Someone who looks like that, looks young like that, has no brain. It's a troll. It's somebody playing Donna.
I don't know. We might be pleasantly surprised. Give her the link, John. Get her up here. Let's
got
see
the
if she's
link
real.
out there.
I'm curious. I'm curious to see if you're real, Donna.
Donna says thank you. So it's just
Here's what I
time.
want, Donna. Here's what I want, Donna. I want you to totally own my ass and actually be real this time and not a goddamn YouTube troll. Can you do that for me, Donna? Can you actually come up on camera and you're not a troll?
Wait. I have this platform to put Alex Jones in his place. He talked about the United States overthrowing governments and regimes for the past 50, 60 years using the CIA, and America has been most proficient in overthrowing foreign governments and regimes. And what he wants to do is to blame October 7th on Netanyahu, when it was clearly the left establishment here, together with the CIA and Obama, that pulled off October 7th to overthrow the right-wing religious government of Bibi Netanyahu. And this is what he refuses to admit, because he has connections to the CIA. He admitted that he has a lot of family members in the CIA. He admitted that his family is deep in Freemasonry. All right, so why don't you tell the truth there? You were about to tell the truth the day after it happened, and the day I suggested the CIA was involved in October 7th. And then he went ahead and repeated my, supposition or my accusation the CIA was involved.
Bill Hicks will only say so much to walk that razor's edge so that he doesn't lose his subscribers. That's what it's all about. He'll walk
but he changed his tune when it suited him to try to hurt Bibi's government, our right-wing populist government here, because he doesn't want Israel to act independently and act on its for its own self-interest to defend itself. He wants us to continue to be a controlled puppet of the satellite of the United States under the leftist regime here that used to have power, the leftist establishment, the Freemasonic Supreme Court, the legal system here that's under the control of people like Soros. We have these kinds of assholes here too. They put us off on you, but what's good for the goose is not good for, what is it? What's that expression there, Von?
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
For the goose is good for the gander.
Yeah, So that's how things are in America.
What's good for the goy is good for the yid. You know,
right?
They undermine you through your legal system and through your courts. Oh, but what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Oh, if this happens here in Israel, then it's fine. But if it's happening over there in America, oh, God forbid, our sovereignty has been undermined. Oh, will you give me a fucking break? Yeah, you're so two-faced. You're so
Donna Winters in the outside chat says that I'm old enough to be her grandfather.
Hey, that's nothing wrong with that.
Hold on, though. Which would make you a minor. You would be like 14, 15 years old or some shit. Okay? So is that your claim? You're a minor, you're underage, you're 14, 15?
Oh, man, that's a fucking YouTube.
Hold on. Because if you're minor, you probably ain't supposed to be here anyway. Okay.
She's 25. She's perfect age for me. I wouldn't mind.
She's 25.
I wouldn't mind sticking my
well then I wouldn't be
asshole.
your grandfather's age then. Okay, so
you know who she is? She's David Anthony is who she is.
David Anthony under another name. Or Todd Malakote. Or Todd Malakote, either one. Yeah, one of those two. That's what she is. Your grandpa is 54. No, I'm 61, not 64. And by the way, 60 is the new 20 any day.
Anyway, my battery on my phone is at 5%. I have to start charging it, guys. It was a wonderful night. Sammy, thank you for coming in.
Hey, you're welcome.
Maybe we'll do a proper show tomorrow. The
sun is rising. It's dawn. Yes. And we have no mental.
Baruch Hashem.
You know what? I don't think they